Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am PA Kenny USA, aka Clink, and welcome to Realms of Awakened Essence RPG Season 6, our sort of finale for this season. We'll be starting in just a few moments, but we'd like to welcome you to this D&D style homebrew game, and we'll be introducing the cast in just a moment after the opening intro, so stay tuned. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am PA Kenny USA, and welcome to Realms of Awakened Essence RPG Season 6, Episode 12, Burning Despairs.
Oh my, what a name.
I am Clink,
Yes.
and Dr. Vesture, he just decided to...
As it does.
As it does, as
Why
it
does
does.
clock work? Okay, you can set your watch by it.
Do we really have to set a watch?
Yeah.
Hey, I thought,
Well,
I
all
thought
of
those
us have
don't,
those.
I thought those don't work in a furnace.
They do work in a furnace, except the hour hand goes backwards and the minute hand goes forwards, and they spin constantly.
We better watch our behavior around Mad Maggie.
Oh God, no, no,
Yes.
Still second that.
Jesus!
Ah!
That was bad timing on your part.
Oh!
Well, welcome to Realms, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, we're a little bit silly.
A bit punny today.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a little bit funny.
You're better be sent to
I
the
mean,
pun
you could say the
century.
puns are on fire. We are in a furnace.
Oh.
Yeah, you
Okay.
better watch yourself.
Okay.
Or you're being some
okay.
hot stuff right there.
Yes.
Oh Lord.
I mean, I think,
Oh,
our, DM,
so
I think our
fun.
DM is pretty lit.
Oh,
Careful,
this
you
is-
might make her forehead sizzle.
So this is what we've come to.
Yes.
Puns.
Yes.
Oh, ah.
Hey, it's
All right.
okay. At least you give us a light. That's all.
Oh, ow. Okay.
Enough, or I'll send you to the penitentiary, boy.
I'm just trying to make you feel warm and fuzzy.
Okay, Mag, I'm gonna have to punish you if you keep going with this.
Oh god.
Okay,
Ooh,
let's start.
burn.
Let's start. We are calm. We are calm.
Calm blue ocean.
We are like a burning building. We are calm.
A burning building is not calm, Mag.
Yeah, but it's pretty from a distance.
Maybe it's like if it's a building full of like meditation candles.
Yeah.
Hence
I
the
appear
reason
to
why it's
burst
burning.
into
Yes, I
flames.
can see that completely.
I appear to burst into flames.
We are
Oh.
calm.
Alright, let's introduce our characters. Those of
Okay,
you who
usual.
are watching
Yes.
who are not new, who are new to this series and have no clue what's going on.
Okay, as usual, get the nervous one out the way first. Hello. Okay, brother, that's cool. But anyways, hello. I'm Oldwin and Alex. Oldwin's a dragonborn. Alex is not even from this world. That's cool.
Don't forget
Oh.
Mage Hand.
Also, Mage Hand. Mage Hand's cool. It's a living magic spell. Now deal with it. Now, who is to the side of me?
Oh, I guess it's me. I'm actually looking at the stream so I can keep track this time. I am playing Dr. Vess, Kobold Medical Practitioner.
Extraordinaire.
Extraordinaire.
Does he have his
He actually
PhD?
has a license. Yeah,
He has a PhD?
he is licensed. Yeah. Yeah, he's not necessarily a doctor of medicine.
No. I don't know what his PhD is in.
His
Spell
PhD
slinging.
is a professional spell slinger.
Yeah.
Well, we're professional still things. I don't know.
Okay, who is under that man?
No one.
Under?
Or over.
Oh.
I guess over.
Hi,
over.
I'm Clank.
Who's near that
I am a 7 foot 1 inch warforge who likes punching things and beating things up.
Apparently.
And I do a mind-fight job at it.
Oh.
And who is the still goblin-like creature, aka someone in a beautiful lady in a dress who we...
Yeah, who are those two?
Hello, everybody. I am Mag. I play the role of Moogie. I play the role of Maverick, who is no longer in this party due to him staying home. And I also play Leilana, the crazy but beautiful sorceress who has lost half of her mind.
Only
Only
half.
half of her mind? Not a quarter?
No, she lost the other quarter a couple of games back.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
That's true.
And who's sitting in that chair?
The great chair of
In,
Minnie.
in the nice DM chair. It's a nice DM chair.
Yeah, it really is. It really brings out your eye color.
Ha! Nice.
Oh, thank you. Hi, I am your wonderful GM, Trisha. I play Aya. I am currently. I also play 2 other characters. One is Rags, which is the lovable kobold rogue. Amelia, which is Rags' wife, partner, take that as you will, and other assorted NPCs.
Some of which are terrified right now for various reasons.
Yes,
And now for the recap.
and now for the recap.
Previously on Realms. Go ahead.
So, last time, the main group who was in the words I have them. I'll think of it in a minute. It's there. In the tournament, that's the word I was looking for.
Mhm.
You destroyed the things.
The opposing team.
The opposing team just utterly destroyed them.
Literally.
Yes. With some spectacular thunder boomings and other things. While this was going on, Vess and Rags was on a rescue mission. A stealthy rescue mission.
Which they achieved. Barely.
Yes, which they
Barely.
achieved barely, because they had run into a character that has previously worked with Rags, name of Tyrion. it was found out that Tyrion didn't remember Rags because he had changed so much. Rags, through an impassioned plea, asked, forced him to remember, and they were told that the tournament was going to be rigged. They got Lulu out. They transferred Lulu back to the ship, so Lulu is having an interesting time handing uh, Dracathio tools.
Funny tool.
Yep.
To wit, uh, this is when Amelia joins the party,
Mhm.
missing her partner most viciously. They go to a different room, and well, I'll leave that to your imaginations.
They mingled.
Yes, they mingle.
No.
And everybody else has some sort of dream.
Nice.
Leilana has a nice dream. Alduin and Alex has a curious dream. Alduin has a musical dream. Dr. Vest meets the mother of all chromatic dragons with a request to help find a teddy bear named Carl.
You're never gonna get over that.
That doesn't know why this has happened or why he's been asked to find this teddy bear, but yeah, he's rolling with it. Um, yeah, that's everybody with dreams. When you all woke up the next morning, we had a little bit more talking and planning when Mad Maggie came in and welcomed you to the second day of the tournament. And with that, shall we begin?
Yes. We will begin.
Alright. So there is Mad Maggie in all of her glory. Or Miss Glory, depending on how you look at her.
More uncomfy glory.
I have more, yeah, some more uncomfy glory. So what do you do?
Oh, she's just standing in this room with us?
She is looking at you, smiling.
Alduin, of course, is very uncomfortable. Just,
Oh
And
yeah,
Alex?
she's looking at you especially. Hold on.
Alex just standing there staring at her, not even phased at this point. He's just thinking.
Leilana is going to stand up and approach Mad Maggie.
Uh-oh!
Go for it.
I trust the old library is still intact.
Why, Leilana dear, do you want to go to the library?
Because I feel like picking up an old memory and having a look. Do you object?
There is some time still before the tournament starts. I see no reason for that yet. You need to
Very
at
well.
least- need to take at least one of your companions over here to go with you.
Very well. Aldwin, come along, little lizard.
Okay. He just says, and just the mage hand is like, could you man up for once? Well, it's nerve-wracking, okay? Shut up, hand. Okay, let's get going, I guess.
So Leilana and Alduin leave to head towards. There is a bigger place in this that you, Leilana, know as the library. And we'll get to that in a minute. And now, and Maggie looks at the rest of you. Anybody else care to do something before we get this tournament started?
Clink's just standing there, like, waiting.
Alex is just standing there with a pretty, like, keeping his ground kind of stance, aka unlike usual of just kind of not getting in
He's
the
trying
way.
not to show his fear.
Yeah. Like, he has, like, clumped up fists. He's, like, balled fists here and there. The crystal is not even hiding behind him. It's just kind of to his side, and like usual when Mad Maggie goes in rooms.
Mad Maggie.
This is
Moogie. Yeah, he's looking directly at her.
Yes, my dear boy.
They don't call it Fort Knucklebone for nothing, correct? I'm assuming you've got piles of spare bones laying around.
Yes, I do believe there are some spare bones lying around, as it were.
Very well. I'll be right back. And he's gonna leave the room.
Clink is just kind of still standing there, calculating, like, and extrapolating basically what he could possibly expect in the next tournament.
Okay.
So, do I need to roll for
uh,
anything, or no?
But we'll get to that.
Okay.
Amelia and Rags kind of look at each other, and Rags pipes up and goes, Aunt Maggie, I've been here once before, and all that jazz. Is there somewhere where me and her can get something to eat? Yeah, we're just a wee bit peckish from um, last night, and you see this kobold. If you could see a kobold blush, the kobold is blushing.
This would be it.
Yeah, this would be it.
This would be the time.
And Mad Maggie looks at the two of you. Of course, my dears. Down that way. Someone will show you where the kitchen is. And Amelia and Rags kind of look at each other, still kind of holding hands. And they just kind of wander out of the tent.
Clink
So
just
that
says,
leaves
do
Clink.
you have a
That-
shooting range?
Ooh. I think everyone died.
We don't have a shooting range per se. If you want to go up onto the fort walls and take pot shots at things running by, that could be a shooting range of sorts.
That will be suitable. He just walks towards the door.
All right. So now that leaves just Alex and Vess in
Yeah.
this room with Mad Maggie.
Ugh.
So, how long have you been head of this fort? That's just, like trying to make conversation.
I think it actually says at the bottom. I have to make it up.
Well, let's see. If
Make a dismissive answer too.
by
Well,
hu- by human age, Leilana is 27 years old.
yes.
So, in terms of elder age, Leilana would technically be a little over 700 years old. So, Leilana's last days on Inverness would have been a little over 1,000 years ago in elder age. So, Mad Maggie's probably been in charge for the last 1,500 years total in terms of elder age. But as far as human years, that's probably close to 1,000.
Yeah. Mad Maggie looks at you, Vess, and smiles. That horrible smile at you. Oh, I've been in charge of Fort Knucklebone for a while, dearie. A long while.
Oh, I wouldn't guess that you were a day over 202.
Oh, thank you, dearie. You're gonna be one to keep an eye on if you give more compliments like that.
Ha ha! I will keep that in mind.
Alex is
Oh,
Alex is very
Dr. Best
uncomfortable.
flirting with
No,
the bad guy.
stop.
Oh!
That's kinky.
Oh!
That's
Yeah.
kinky.
That's all.
And you thought I was bad. Damn.
I'm
Yes,
very
I
uncomfortable.
know,
All of
I
a sudden.
know.
Anyways, just like Alex just goes,
Now, what happens if Dr. Vest tries to seduce Mad Badger? That's
No,
gonna be
no.
worse.
I don't
Let's
think
not go there.
he's not trying to. He's just like, oops, I backed myself into a corner.
You better get out of that corner
That's fair.
quick.
That is so fair. That's so
Things that make you go. "Bleh." Wee.
pretty funny.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Yep.
Ahem.
Yep. Okay, so we go first. We go to Alduin and Leilana. You step into the library, and it's a library. I mean, it's a proper library. It has like shelves and places where you can sit down and read to your heart's content. Although the chairs, because you're in a place called Fort Knucklebone, don't look all that particularly comfortable.
All
Okay.
right, Aldwin.
I don't like these chairs.
Don't worry about the chairs. You don't need to worry about those. We're looking
Okay.
for a very specific book, and I hope it's still here.
Oh, what are we looking for? Like, does it have?
It
any
is a
books
book
to it?
with a big golden dragon with red eyes on the front cover.
Okay.
Find it.
I'll look this way. Mage hand look this way, and you.
I'll
look
check
wherever.
the back in the restricted section.
Honey, restricted section, go Bert. Anyway.
Alright, Alduin,
Mhm.
to try to find this book, roll me an investigate.
Oh no, not that. Anything
Oh.
but that.
Yes, that.
Let me see what his investigation modifier even is. Come on, Olden, don't let me down.
It's, investigation.
His investigation is a +3.
Oh, that's not bad. You're better than Leilana's.
That's true.
He got an 8. Now, Mage Hand, you usually share his stats, so do the same.
Yes, he does.
And it got a 12 at least. Oldwin rolled an 8.
Alduin and Mage Hand, you guys are looking. You find lots of other interesting books. Some of the titles have things that you prefer not reading. Like, How to Fricassee a Dragonborn. How to
No.
properly spice a Dragonborn. That
No.
was the one that you found.
It's just when Oldwin sees that he casually melts
Alright,
it. and
I'm
it.
going to
Just
roll
casually.
my investigation.
Go for it.
Just Oldwin just destroys those books. Like, no, what's
That is a
what are we gonna-
13 for me.
Okay. You're in the back in the restricted section.
Yes.
You were looking for this book. You're not.
Now, do I get advantage because I've been at this fort before?
We'll deal with that in a minute.
Okay.
You're in the back and you're looking in the back,
Ugh.
and as you're looking, there is a light in the restricted section.
I wonder what that is.
I'm going to go over to investigate.
Yep.
Let's see what I did there. You go towards this light and you see what looks like it's a long piece of wood with a this one has a blue crystal at the end, and it's carved intricately, like 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 runes and pictographs and everything else, and it is glowing.
That's an interesting little toy. I don't remember that being here.
You
Must
also
be.
you also discover a note sitting next to this thing.
Let's have a look at this note.
You pick it up, and it says, "Leilana, remember that staff I promised you?"
Wait a minute.
You do recognize the script.
Oh, by the stars. Tiamat, you grievous bitch.
No, it's not that particular script.
No, but it's Tiamat's realm, and it's here in this fortress.
Actually, roll me uh, roll me an intelligence.
Foot ice.
Wild
It rolled,
Florida
it
has
rolled off
appeared.
the wrong side of the hand and almost
Dun,
hit the
dun,
floor.
dun.
I had to catch it. Roll you a what?
An intelligence. An intelligence.
Intelligence.
Yep.
Do I add anything to my roll?
Yeah, your intelligence bonus.
Okay, so that is a 19 total.
You got it. This script, it's very neat. It looks like a teacher might have written this, so this is not Tiamat. Because Tiamat, sometimes you have to look at Tiamat and go, I need a Egyptologist to interpret this. Especially if I close one eye. You do recognize this script. It's the script of Lady Mary.
Wow. Interesting. And there's only one reason why she would give me something like this. She knows something.
She does.
Something I don't.
She does. The rest of the note continues with, "This is the staff that I promised you. It is called the Staff of Hope and Family."
Oh,
Yes.
interesting.
I have the stats because I went and wrote them up.
Nice. Stats are always good.
Yes. Basically, the staff has 25 charges. When you're holding the staff, you have to attune to it. So, it can be wielded as a magic core staff. It grants you a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls.
Now, is this a legitimate staff or is this a homebrewed staff?
This is homebrew.
Okay, so there's no way to add this to my inventory short of writing it down. Or do you have like a character stat sheet that you can send me to it?
Give me a second. Come on. Not there. Go to this. Go to that. Go to that. Go to that. Go to that. I'm putting this in OCC. If you can't read it, tell me, and I'll figure out another way to get the information to you.
Yeah, I can read it. I'll just download that.
Okay.
Alright, there we go. Got it downloaded.
Alright.
Cool.
Let me bring up my character sheet again because raisins.
So you receive this staff and you pick it up and If you want to roll Arcana on the runes, you can.
Well, if it's something from Lady Mary, I'm going to trust it because
Fair
Lulana
enough.
has. Now, when I attune something, how do I attune to something like that? Because I haven't done that yet.
Usually when you attune to something, I'm going to say you need to hang on to it for an hour.
Oh, okay, that's easily done.
Yeah, that is easily done.
So
Never
she's
let
going to
go
pick
of
the
it.
staff up.
Yep.
And what happens when she touches the staff?
That same feeling that you had when you were looking at your brother and Aya, your new sister. That's what washes over you with the staff.
Now that's some seriously powerful emotion. I still need to find that book.
Yes, you do.
Perhaps if I keep this with me long enough, I might be inspired to find it quicker.
Mhm. So we'll leave
Let's get
you.
to searching then.
So we'll leave you. Be
Mhm.
Clink.
I'm up on the
Yep.
top of the parapet of the I guess one of the guard towers, and I have my short bow out, and I'm kind of just waiting for things to go by to
Okay.
pot shots at.
You do see things going by. So I am going to make you roll some
Let's see.
some hits.
Short.
And see
I'm trying
if
to see
there's
how I can get to my short bow. Hold on. It's an item, so items are below spells. No?
No, it would
Oh
be.
yeah, it's the last page. See it.
Yeah.
You have +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls when made with this magic weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I just roll a d20 and it's a +1. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just roll that.
Mm.
15, so it's a 16.
Uh.
And I guess the red hat caps are watching me do this.
Oh yeah. So they're watching you with great interest, and you pick up your short bow and you aim, pink, and you hear ah from far away.
What little demon did he shoot in the ass?
He doesn't know. He
I'm just doing target practice.
You seen a
Doing
you
target
seen a little
practice,
tape in the distance, and you fired it, and then yeah.
Yep. And he's gonna do this like a couple more times, and then we can cut to the ship.
Okay.
Well, don't forget about Moogie.
Yeah, maybe.
I also have
Because he's out looking for bone piles.
I also
Yeah,
have a
right.
thing with Alex.
So
I'm just
what
waiting.
I'll say is, with that 16, you are able to get a few more shots, and you've gotten this down to a size. Every time you shoot, you get something, and the red caps that are around you go, kind of like the aliens from Toy Story. All of them at the same time go, ooh, which is kind of disturbing because they're all red caps.
Yeah. hmm
Um.
Ding.
So, Moogie, you're off
Uh-huh.
to find some bone piles.
Yep.
Roll me investigation.
Let me pull up the modified character sheet once I remember where it is. Come on. Alright. What am I doing? That is the wrong character sheet, you dumb. Yeah, let's pull up the wrong character sheet like a dummy.
Itty bitty.
Okay. So I'm rolling investigation or.
Yes, you're rolling investigation.
Alright. That is a total of 10.
Yeah.
Looking in the wrong area, am I?
Yes, you are. You're looking in the wrong area. You instead of going, because Maggie pointed to the right, you went completely the wrong direction.
Whoa. Damn. I went the wrong way, it seems. Are there any red caps around? Trish,
Yes,
are there any red caps in this area?
I just answered that. Yes.
I didn't hear you. How close is Moogie to the nearest red cap?
30 feet.
A munchkin.
Hey. I,
Yes, you.
oh,
Escort me to the nearest bone pile.
he's doing this so fast it looks like he's about ready to hit himself like multiple times.
Calm down. I'm not going to eat you.
Or harm in general.
I just want bones. Already dead bones.
Oh, yes. And he leads you to one of the many bone piles.
Ah, there we go. Alright, your deed is done. You can go now.
Yes. And you have never seen a red cap run so quickly.
It's like the Roadrunner.
Yeah.
You see the outline of a smoked red cap as he runs away.
Alright, let's see. Which one of these bones would be good for making temporary bone armor?
And we'll just kind of leave you to that.
Yeah.
Like the red caps just here like rummaging of bones being shoved aside.
No.
No, not
Swipe
this
left.
one. Too small. Too big.
Swipe left for this bone.
It's like a rib cage goes flying like over the red cap's head.
Something like that, yep. So, let's see. Our two lovebirds are having breakfast. I'm not going to roleplay that because that's me playing myself, and that's
You
weird.
play it yourself.
Self roleplay.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I do that frequently.
Yes, I know. I can't. I can't do that.
You can't handle it.
It's not that I can't handle it. It's these two being lovey-dovey over breakfast. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's difficult than role playing a brother or sister.
Makes everyone really uncomfortable.
Yes.
Yep.
That's the reason why I'm not doing it.
Let's go to this
and
ship.
Aya's still in the room with you guys.
Oh yeah, she is.
She is.
Alex is sitting there thinking, and he's about to do a thing, but yeah.
Yeah. Aya just kind of looks at Mad Maggie.
Oh yeah, she's still in here.
Yeah, she's still here. And Mad Maggie's kind of smiling at all of you, mostly at Vess because she is impressed.
Damn.
And
Seduce her.
No, do not do it. Don't think about doing it. Don't even think about not doing it.
And Aya just kind of, she gets up and she wanders over to Alex. She sits back down. She goes, Alex,
Wait,
what are you thinking about?
Okay, she's okay, wait, what's happening? Sorry.
She's gotten up. Aya has gotten up.
Yes, I know.
Wandered over to where you are, Alex. Sat down and asked you, "What are you thinking about?"
A lot of things. I'm not really too comfortable talking about it with, gestures to Mad Maggie with his head a little bit, like does like the look with the head thing.
Oh, I understand that. It's just you look unnecessarily stressed out.
Surprised you can even see through my mask, apparently.
It's not your mask that I have to see through. It's your body language.
Oh yeah, forgot.
You do have a body. And
Yep.
she playfully, pokes you in the side.
The crystal's oddly being a bit weird too, mainly because it's just floating there instead of trying to hide from Mad Maggie usually. And it's also, its color pulsing is a lot. I don't know how to describe it, but the color pulsing it has is a lot different. Either the colors are a lot less different between each other, like a more of a.
They're more dim, but they're still pulsing.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
It's more like fade into a different color and stuff like that instead of hard pulse.
Like a lot. it's a lot slower of a pulse then.
So, you look stressed out, and I know you don't want to say anything in front of her, and she's still here. I think she's waiting for everybody to show back up so then we can find out who's fighting today.
Well, I have a bit of a thing to do. You and Vess can follow if you want. He says, well, like he was leaning on the wall, but now he's, standing normally now.
What are you... You're not going to do something silly, are you?
I want to call it really silly. It's more of just, you can see and understand it if you will follow me, but if you don't, that's up to you. He says, well, he gets ready to leave practically the room.
And Mad Maggie looks at you, puts out her crony hand, and goes, where do you think you're going?
Just into another room. If you have something against that, I wonder why.
I mean, we don't want to take up so much more of your time, Vess says. He tries to smile, but he's a kobold, so it kind of looks a bit snarly.
Mad Maggie looks at the three of you, because there's only three of you still left in here. That is fine. You may stay here. I have some things that I must take care of. As you just see her kind of do the sweet grandmotherly walk.
Of walking away.
Yeah, walking away.
Okay, well, I don't have to go in another room then, he says. He says, well, the crystal lifts up and then gets lower to the ground, and then it starts, pulsing really quick, and then kind of a door shape forms on it. Well, if you guys want to follow me in, you can if you want. I'm just gonna, do something real quick.
Oh. This looks cool.
Well, like I said, you're welcome to coming into the...
We are coming back here, right, Alex?
Of course, I'm not going anywhere specific.
Alright.
He says we're walking into the crystal.
And we'll follow.
So will Vess.
Okay. So, these three people walk into the crystal.
Yes, now time to describe this stupid crap. This place is surprisingly dark for being inside of a very colorful pulsing crystal. It's kind of more of you're standing in a void. Like, you guys walk in, but you're standing on solid ground. That's one thing to note.
Mm-hmm.
You may not be able to see the solid ground, but you're definitely standing on it.
Basically,
And
it's like the mind space, but in the crystal.
like there's just some random objects around, stuff he probably stores in here to store. Things like ammo, random gun bits, some random trophy stuff like, a horn and two. These horns are also really weird looking because they don't like any normal horn you've seen before. A lot of them split off into other horns, and it's weird.
Ah.
Now, are we talking animal horns or musical horns?
These are very much animal horns. Like I
Okay.
said, trophy stuff. Stuff you would take
A trumpet could be a trophy too, depending
Yeah.
on who you steal it from.
But he just walks over where there's actually just another version of the crystal in here. It looks just like the crystal outside, but just, in here.
Okay.
And he just walks up to it and then pretty much just sits down on the ground and just sighs to himself.
So do you come in here when you get stressed out?
Well, yeah, and I also have a plan or two, just in case. If this game is rigged, I have a few ideas.
Okay, while you're discussing that, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alright.
But he's like, I have a few backup plans if something goes bad. Of course, I have a really drastic one. I think I should show you guys now. He says, well, he just kind of looks at the crystal, and the crystal goes over to a pile of objects. It comes back. Well, actually, it's not even a pile of objects. It comes back with this syringe with a blood-like stuff in it. This is what grabbing it.
What is that?
It's a syringe of blood. Of course, the type of blood it is a little more important than what it is specifically. It's werewolf blood, he says while just holding it.
Oh.
Werewolf? What are you doing with werewolf blood?
Well, from my world, werewolf blood is a little different than I guess what you guys would understand as werewolf blood, but I do have it, just in case.
I mean, in our world, it generally leads to lycanthropy, which is
Well, what-
considered either a disease or a curse, depending on what school of thought you're into.
Well, in my world, well, I'd actually met a werewolf once. He seemed pretty chill, but of course, being a werewolf, and even from my world, it comes with its problems.
That's true.
Well, at least I don't need, as I understand it from other cultures and stuff, as I've been here,
Yeah.
werewolves here, I guess, need a moon or something.
Yes.
It can definitely influence.
Yes.
Well,
Like
in my
it.
world, all a full moon does is really make them stronger. They're pretty much permanently stuck how they are once they become a werewolf. And also, werewolves in my world are more of an infection than anything. You get scratched or bit by one, you become one.
Well, that's how it is here.
Well, I got this blood just in case I, need to do anything drastic like that. He says, well, like, just holding it and just giving it back to the crystal so the crystal can put it back into, like, a little case.
I mean, for what it's worth, I don't know if the same rules apply from your world as ours, but in theory, you can use that, and if I heal you shortly after, prevent it from being a persistent condition.
Well, I'm not sure if that's would help, but I guess it's worth a try if ever it comes to
Yeah,
that.
I should say that there's no guarantees.
Yeah. And then, of course, one of my other plans is more of the crystal's idea of helping. He says, we'll look into the crystal.
Eh, What is the deal with this crystal? I mean, it seems almost sentient.
Well, it practically is. If you haven't
And-
noticed.
And she will go up to the crystal and kind of go poke. Yes, she's poking your crystal.
You poke it and it slightly gets, like, it pushes, like, you push it back slightly, but then it just recenters itself and just kind of, after a bit of looking at you practically, a crystallized hand boops you back. It boops you, like, and then the crystal hand goes back into the crystal.
Alright, I'm back.
Cool.
Oh, and you hear AI just kind of sit there and sputter for a few minutes, and we'll leave this right here. Now we're going back to the library. Alduin and Leilana, roll me another investigation check.
And mage hand.
And Majan.
Oh wow, my rolls are terrible with this.
I got a 23. Whoa.
Oh nice!
Alduin
Yeah,
rolling
nice.
big time, and also mage hand rolled a 7.
Yeah,
Shit.
that's
Alduin got a 23.
that's an 8 for me.
Okay.
I'm assuming like Mage Hand just pulls out a newspaper and just like says, "Hey, look, it's the Knucklebone Times from like 3 years
Cool.
ago."
They haven't used this in a while, I assume. He says, well, it just throws it across the room.
Yeah, so, now who rolled the 23?
Aldwin.
Aldwin? Okay. Aldwin, you're
Mhm.
sitting there, and you're listening to your mage hand prattle on about this newspaper. The mage hand has just gotten to the sports section, as much as there is a sports section.
It's just one thing.
Yeah,
Breaking
it's just,
news. Some random guy knocked a guy's head off and used a baseball to hit it across the freaking park. Oh my god.
something like that.
And then he turns to the funnies.
Yeah, the funnies are where there's this
The mage hand is being as kind of disrespectful to the library as he can, practically. He looks at the
Yeah.
book, it's not it, he just throws it down. It's like,
Putting
no,
it back on the shelf.
no.
So Alduin, you're looking and you find the book. It has a
Oh.
gold dragon with 2 red eyes.
Leilana.
Yes.
Now,
Is this
hang on a second. Hang on
Oh.
a second. Remember, you two are in 2 separate sections.
Well, he's shouting across the place.
That's true. Now, Leilanda, roll me a perception check.
Okay.
You can hear him before we do anything to see.
Alright. That's an 18.
You hear him.
Well,
What did you find, Aldwin?
is this it? He says while holding it around the corner where she roughly is.
That's exactly the book I'm looking for.
What is it? He says while holding it.
Oh, you're about to find out.
Okay.
Although
It's
you do notice that she has an interesting staff in her hand.
Where did you get that staff?
Don't worry about the staff for now. What we're concerned with is that book. Put it on the
Okay.
table.
Okay, he says we're putting it on the table, and the mage hand's like, finally, you found it! You know how many books I chucked across the room?
Shh, mage hand. Calm yourself.
Although you
I'm
can, although
Did I just get-
Leilani, you do notice all the books that have been chucked behind the thing.
Just a
It's
pile
just
on
like
the
a
ground.
pile.
It's a pile.
I'm surprised she still has this book. Thoroughly surprised.
And what is it? It looks like a thing for something. It's dragon gold. It has. Ooh, we could probably sell this. No, although it just says.
No. What's in here is something very special. Let's see if my old boss is still happy to see me.
Open
Which
book.
old
Open book.
boss?
Tiamat.
Aldwin's like, I
Damn
don't.
it? Okay.
I don't like that.
Tiamat.
Why do I feel like if you open this book, a portal will open?
Oh, trust me. It isn't just any old portal.
Okay, I was correct, and I don't like it.
She's gonna throw the book up into the middle page.
It opens, the book kind of settles down, and you hear an unearthly ringing.
Mage Hand is like, great! This is a good phone!
Calm down.
And it rings, and then you hear a very grumpy voice on the other side of this portal. Hello. It sounds like this person that was not ready to be woken up this early.
Tiamat.
Hello? Hello?
The picture snaps on. You have the feeling that she was screening her phone calls. The picture comes on. You see the five-headed
All
dragon.
tired. Freaking look like they just got out of the freaking shower. They got
No,
a coffee cup in the
it looks
distance.
like she hasn't quite had her coffee yet.
Damn.
One of the heads is
That's-
still sipping like a cup of joe.
Great. Huh. Mage Hand's about to say something, but all Oldwood does is grab it, just like shut. Just slowly pushes it down, just like no. Like the Mage Hand's about to say something very offensive to them, and just like no, stop, shunt.
Greetings, old boss.
You see all five heads looking at you with all blurry eyes. One of them blinks with the hand puts on what you're assuming are glasses.
Yeah, I love that. Just put on glasses.
And a spark of recognition comes over Tiamat. Leilona. Wait a minute. I specifically told you were not to come back here.
Well, unfortunately, outside forces forced me to come back here, and now I need your help in order to leave again.
Fast your feed.
Something. Maybe it'll. Do you need me to reset?
Yeah, just reset your feed for a moment.
Okay.
Continue.
I knew once you found out I was here, you'd want me gone. But I'm kind of stuck here right now, so I need your help to leave. You help me, I'll never come back. Deal?
And she just kind of... It looks like she went from tired to fully awake in a second.
Oh.
I am unfortunately, Tiamat, stuck in Mad Maggie's little tournament. We received some horrendous news that she has it rigged. I don't want this, because if it's rigged, one of us stays behind in her little charade. So, you do me the favor of intervening at the last moment, showing Mad Maggie who's truly the boss around here. We go home free. You get to torture her for being a little whatever it is you call a runt, and all is well. Agreed?
Actually, Mag, roll me a persuasion.
My persuasion is crap. It's a 9.
You failed.
He just kind of gives you a worry eye.
Trust Tiamat, I don't want to be here any more than you want me here. But Mad Maggie has me trapped. So you deal with her, we get out of your hair, la di da di da. She just kind of has her hands folded casually, like it's a business meeting.
Does she have like the brunette hair and like the nice look on her face just for added effect?
No, she's in black haired like witchy form right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Tiamat just kind of looks at you. If you could hear the contempt of a sigh from Tiamat.
Like that?
Yeah. And then she looks back at you. I will keep an eye on the situation. That does not mean I will save you at the last minute. You already have enough people there that might be able to do it.
Well, I have one trick, well, 2 tricks under my sleeve that she's not seen yet that I'm aware of. But,
You mean fusing with your brother?
not just that, something else. But trust me, if push comes to shove and both of these things happen, you run the risk of losing Fort Knucklebone entirely.
Oh, I don't plan on losing Fort Knucklebone.
Well, if you
To you.
intervene,
To you or to anybody else. And with that, she is fully fudge. Well, she's a dragon, so fear comes into play here. Just trying to find
The funny stat.
well, it's not so much that it's what's in this book? I hope it's in this book. I really hope.
Give me a second, guys.
Uh-huh.
I'm back.
Okay.
Now what?
Hang on.
she's got to look through her book.
Yeah,
A big block of knowledge.
something like that, yes.
It is all of the knowledge of the skies of old.
Come on, David, I'm doing something. David! For... Excuse me for a minute. The DM has to go help her husband.
We
That's
will take
okay.
a break.
We'll take a short
Yeah.
10-minute break.
We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
Did Vess also have to?
My cat. I fed him, so now he should leave us alone.
And there goes your feed again.
Oh, I'll fix it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, every time I push that button, it just like your feed just
Yeah.
like nope. Yeet. I'll yeet your feed.
I'll try to remember next time to open it up in like Edge, see if that does any better. But there we go.
Oh, that browser. We
Well,
don't talk about that browser, even though I am using that browser for my character sheet.
Fair enough.
Because it's the only browser that opens PDFs.
Yeah.
We're going to do this. Let's see. Roll me. She's going to do this through this. Roll me a wisdom saving throw, Leilana.
Oh god, my wisdom saving throw is crap.
So what's happening?
Well,
Oh god, that's a nat 1. I suck.
okay.
Alwyn's just like, huh. That happened.
Oh yeah, Aldwin, also roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
Yep.
Funny Dragonborn gets spooked.
Mm-hmm.
By
What is my
a
wisdom
superior
saving
dragon.
throw anyways? What is it? It's 0. Oh, I have no roll.
Mine was 0 also.
I got a 2.
Okay.
Both of you
Wow.
Mage Hand is just always perpetually just like upset.
Yeah, okay, so this is what happens. You, both Leilana and Alduin, feel the fear that's coming off of Tiamat. Kind of, when she says the words, I will not lose Fort Knucklebone to you or to anybody else.
Oh, it's just like Alwyn's like,
So yeah, it's frightening.
okay.
Like she fills up the whole.
Mage Hand, it's just like, for one, old one, get a hold of yourself, be a man. Ah! You points at freaking Leilana. Also get a freaking grip.
Does Mage Hand
Yes,
smack her?
What's the noise for? You could attack Mage Hand if you want, but and then Mage Hand is just like, okay, bad book. Like I just want to close it now. Just
Hang on,
Mage Hand
hang
goes to
on.
close it.
So what does Leilana and Alduin do?
We both got slapped by a freaking
Yes,
Mage Hand.
you did, but you're also reacting from the
Leilana is going to.
frightened.
She's frightened and mad.
She's going to stand in a stoic nature, make it look
Okay.
like she's not frightened.
But you are quaking in your boots.
Yeah,
so to
she
speak.
is. Her toes have curled.
Right.
Like a woo.
And Tiamat just kind of, after looking at the two of you, kind of backs up from this, like she's backing up from the camera, and you see more of her. And both you, Leilana and Aldwin, feel the fear kind of melting away. No
Hey.
longer frightened of her.
Only mad at Badge Hand. Badge Hand? Yes.
And she looks at the two of you and goes, "You have what you need to expose this cheating whelp. I will take care of her if you expose her. That I will do.
Okay.
You will be allowed to.
Then I will ask for one thing. I will ask for one thing and one thing only.
Mm.
During my time here, I served you well. Otherwise, you would have destroyed me.
On the spot.
I ask for your blessing, Tiamat. One of the most dangerous things in Avernus is your blessing.
It is. And she looks.
Mark me one final time.
She looks.
Someplace hidden.
She looks at you, and then she looks at the staff that you have in your hand. I see my one of my many acquaintances have been busy with you, dear Leilana.
Indeed.
Very well, you will have my blessing, but take care, it will only work once.
Once is all that is needed. Do I have your mark for the time being?
You do. And you feel, Leilana, on the back of your neck, a scratch.
That's a scratch.
It's a scratch.
It's a deep claw mark though, because this is Tiamat.
Yeah, this is Tiamat. Yes, it's a deep claw mark. Alduin, you don't see Tiamat move, but what you do see, because you're kind of standing next to Leilana, is you see a large welt come onto the back or onto the neck of Leilana, and it looks like a really, really deep scratch
Whoa!
made by a dragon.
Old one's like, ooh, that's not good.
She's gonna fold her dress thing up over her neck.
Pop a collar.
Fair.
She's gonna pop her collar.
Yep.
All right, I believe our business is concluded here. Then, let's get to work, Aldwin.
Okay.
I will be watching this tournament. Tiamat says.
Oh.
Hopefully, you'll be watching through my eyes at Mad Maggie's behavior as well.
That is part of my blessing, yes.
Good. Then you'll see her discrepancies before your eyes.
Yes. And you see her do a wave with her hand. She is now fully awake. She did not need the coffee. The portal closes. The book goes. Whoop!
Aldwin, Aldwin, put this book exactly where you found it.
Okay.
Mage Hand, you
Yeah.
start putting all those books away. I'll stand in the hallway and wait for you.
Of course I have to do that. I like how you just ignored that he slapped you, the mage hand. You still like have a bit of a red mark on your face.
Slap him was later.
Not in the middle of the fight. Also just says, and also don't take it out on me. It's the mage hand that did it.
Oh, it's Mage Hand who I'll be slapping hard later.
Ooh, that's a
Mage
wicked
hand.
word.
It's like you can't slap a hand. Well, you can, but don't. It says, well.
I won't be slapping you, Mage Hand. I'll do much worse.
So, from that scene, we move to we'll go back to the crystal because I
Yeah.
believe Clink, after you were finished doing
I
target
make my way
practice,
back, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Clink, as you're coming back into this space, and you coming back in about the same time that Rags and Amelia come back in, and you just see this. Is the portal still up, Alex?
Yes, it is, but there are like it's obvious that if someone that the crystal didn't want to go in went in, something would happen because there's like
Right. Okay.
4 like little crystal spikes just sitting there in front of the door
Alright.
just in case.
Yeah.
So, Rex goes, uh, well, I wondered when that crystal was going to do, going to do that. It reminds me of, and Amelia pops a hand over Rex's mouth. Don't you even.
You can all go in it if you want. Honestly, it's very much a
Analyzing.
doorway.
He's gonna roll
Amelia,
insight on
Amelia
the
and Rags
crystal.
are going to, yeah, Amelia and Rags are going to sit down, and Clink, you do hear them talking back and forth.
Faintly,
It's
probably.
It sounds like a conversation that they were having since they had something to eat. They're
Yeah.
continuing a conversation.
And
That's what
Clink's
you're
gonna
getting.
ignore that and just analyze the
Anyways, the crystal.
crystal, and he rolled a 2 plus his. Let's see what his insight is.
This is getting juicier and juicier by the minute.
Yes, it is.
Clink, what is your insight? It's only a +1, so yeah,
I can
he rolled
really
a
get-
3, so he's like
I don't know. It's a door.
unable to determine.
All your senses tell you is that's a door.
Yeah.
That's a
Yep.
doorway.
That's a doorway. So what's going on inside the crystal?
Okay, Alex, after the boop of great crystal booping, Alex is like, the crystal keeps did tell me if things got bad or one of us, we did lose, he says with a quote unquote, the crystal could call friends, I guess. It knows people, apparently. Crystal, you want to show them who you're talking about? The crystal just backs up a little bit and practically like a hologram almost, but more magical, shows up 2 people. One person that you think is just a person in armor, but they're covered head and toe in pure armor, wielding a giant sword that's larger than all of you not all of you combined, but more just larger than any of you. It's
Right.
a really large sword.
Right.
And this person looks pretty threatening, some spikes on his armor and everything. The next person is a lot more. Well, for one, it's obviously a female character that seems to be a rabbit of some type, with a bunch of crescent moon emblems and full moon emblems all over them. But they got like moon symbolism on them all over. They're also wielding a large, like, polearm weapon that seems to be one of those like sword spears, sword spears.
Halberd type weaponry.
Yeah, and they also seem to be floating off the ground. And they're also, in their hologram, has a large full moon behind them. And Alex says, they call these 2 the judge and the executioner, as I think they're called.
Oh, those are apt names, says Anne.
What do you-
Okay, so if you could call up reinforcements, well, we don't know what Maggie's rules are for things like that.
Yeah, I don't know either. The crystal probably will either initiate it when we're all in danger, or, we lose, and it usually this is a final thing.
Yeah.
The werewolf
Okay.
thing is more of in the middle of the fight, he says, while looking at the syringe.
Alright.
Well, before we leave, I also need to. He goes and picks up some gun pieces. I need to improve my weapon before we go. It doesn't do very much. He says, well, he walks up to a table that's somewhere in the corner. Well, there's no corner in this place, but still. He starts just tinkering.
Okay. So, well, that's going on about this time. Leilana, you and Aldwin come back into the space. You see.
We're missing
Clint.
Moogie.
Yeah, we're missing Moogie. We're gonna get to him. But you see, Amelia and Rags, Clink.
He was just staring dumbstruck at this portal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so you two have returned. Moogie,
Hmm.
what are you doing?
He is fashioning himself bone armor.
I have bone armor. He hasn't even got anywhere near building. He's still like too small, too big.
About by this time, he's found big enough bones to cover
Oh yes,
part
yes,
of his
yes.
body.
Too medium size. Great. Picks up.
Are
picks up
there any
balls.
red caps around?
Hmm.
I feel like most people are gonna get to the arena because I think the arena is about to going.
You don't see any red caps, but you do see a very familiar looking hag coming towards you.
Uh-oh.
Mad Maggie.
It is Mad Maggie. So this is what you were doing with my bone pile.
Yes. Fashioning bone armor. I don't know what you have planned in the next match, so I'm going in as prepared as I can.
Oh, that is always a good idea.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have preparations to make before battle begins, because I know I'm up next.
Yes, you are.
Be seeing you, Maggie.
Yes. Yes, you will. Now, are you going to walk off at this point?
Yes, Moogie's going to walk back toward the tents.
Okay. The last person to show up is Moogie. He is now wearing a crudely fashioned bone armor. Leilani, what do you say?
Someone's like, cool.
What is that hideous garbage you're wearing? Excuse me for being prepared for the next fight? You look like your father had fallen into a garbage pile and come out dressed in garbage. What's wrong with you?
Old one just like
What's wrong with me? What's
armor.
Do I need to slap you, woman? Try it, and I will break your arm
the
and
mage
your
when it-
hand and both your legs.
The mage
Leave
hand like
this slobbery gooch on the ground.
the mage hand is just like, okay. We're all arguing. Great. Are we gonna not like pay attention to the portal in the corner? And also
Excuse me for wanting to be
everything
prepared. I'm next up in the fight, and you have to sit it out and watch. Remember? That's how
Both-
this thing works.
both of you
Otherwise,
hunt.
who found out what we're going up against? Because obviously this thing is rigged.
Actually, none of you have asked my question.
Well, actually, if you would allow this, while Clink was doing the archery, he was kind of like, I guess, charming not charming, but like, persuading the red caps to kind of spill
I
beans.
I hate being a bearer of bad news, but you can't back up on things you've already done.
I know, so if the DM does not allow that, that's fine.
Yeah, unfortunately, you did not say that while you were doing your fantastic archery, so...
So they were just amazed by the archery.
Yes, they were just
shenanigans,
amazed
okay.
by the archery.
There's no take backsies.
Yeah, got it.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Um,
all the ones like, yeah, this is a portal. No one's gonna looking at her, and we're just gonna stare at it. Okay, then.
Clink's just like still looking at it like, how does that work?
Poke your head in and see. Then, just the mage hand says.
As she
Well-
shoves Clink's head into it.
Clank just sees everything that everyone from inside sees. Like Nick, Alex is just in the corner tinkering.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Aya kind of looks. Oh, hi. Hey, Vess. I think we should leave because I think everybody else is here. We're gonna let him finish tinkering.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Thanks for
Almost.
showing us the crystal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, this is on the inside. Where have I heard that term before? And then she just kind of walks out.
That's follow shortly.
Alex just repositions his mask a little bit, grabs his new weapon. It's like an improved version, but AKA it shoots bigger bullets and is
Okay.
more of a rifle than a,
Okay.
machine gun.
All right.
He's like, okay, I'm ready. He walks through the portal. Oh, hi, everyone.
This
The
Clink
portal
just pulls
closes
his head
behind him.
out right before it closes.
Yeah.
So, so all of you are there. What now? What is the next question?
We wait for the game, I assume.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you guys are all here, so what do you want to do?
Maybe we should investigate and find a little bit more about what we're going to be going up against.
I have an idea about that and about this supposed rigging that's going on. But it's going to take a little bit of finesse.
Mage Hand is like, I'm pretty sure everyone's forgot about me, but I am the smallest thing here.
No, you're not. Says
No, you're definitely not. I'm pretty sure the little kobold here is also.
I am
you.
smaller than that kobold. I am a literal hand, the Mage Hand just says.
Yeah, and how tall are you?
I am the size of a hand. I can get into pipes. You can't.
Now it's not a contest.
Let's go
Oh,
about this with a
oh.
bit more diplomacy, shall we?
And you see Rex just kind of puff up against this.
His hand.
The
She had
hand,
to throw that.
just putting like his thumb and like his like pinky finger on his sides.
Gabrielle will also like appear like bamf out of invisibility on Vessa's shoulder, and she'll look a little bit snubbed.
It's a Mage
Alright.
Hand's like, you have not ever appeared, and only when sometimes. It says, we're pointing
Let's
at.
all calm down. I have an idea for once in my life. We're
Oh.
going to. We
You
are
have-
going. Yes, I have an idea.
Dangerous thinking. Says Rex.
Especially for me, Rags. Especially for me. I'm usually the dumb one in this party. I have a very special idea. We're going to charm one of the little red caps. Now, from what I understand, the red caps have been keeping a close eye on our tents. Not out of interest, but out of fear. Because they know that there are several of among our party who are quite terrifying. So what if we throw on a little charm and get them talking? You know, be gentle with them.
Oh, you want to you attract more flies with honey than with vinegar.
Mm-hmm.
So who do you want to go out there doing the charming then? Says,
I will.
Huh.
You make an unlikely dove.
Not every dove needs to be pretty to be charming.
Oldman's just listening, and just after a minute of like, wait, where's Mage Hand?
I will be right back. You all stay here.
Okay, we're just okay.
Oh, and if Maggie comes asking where I am, tell her you have no idea.
Okay. Also, with the demon's permission, can the Mage Hand just go through a window and start doing its own little recon mission?
He already left the room.
No, with the
Yeah.
demon for the
Oh,
Mage
yeah,
Oh,
Hand.
DM. I thought you said demon.
The main mage hand and yes, just a
Like Mage
second.
Hand just goes through a window. Just
Yeah. Well, okay. Roll mage hand stealth.
Mage Hand luckily shares my stealth because it has my same stats. Because that just makes it easier now, doesn't it? So funny little Mage Hand. Roll stealth for me.
Okay.
And it rolls at 27.
Wow.
Yeah, Rags had a 33.
Well, at least the Mage Hand is closer to your stealth than. Like,
So it's the mage hand and Rags. Just they both sneak out the same window.
it's like Mission didn't even realize you were there until like, whoa, you're following me?
And
Mhm.
again, the hands on the hips. Well, do we want to do this or not?
Fine. Well, it's kind of obvious what we're doing. We're gonna try and find out what the thing is.
Right.
And easy.
Right. Because I know nobody in this group has a high perception, passive perception.
Mission's like, anyways,
So
where did we go?
okay, so Moogie,
Yep.
let's do this.
So where's the nearest red cap?
About 30 feet away from you. It does.
Hey,
He does look like he's going towards the arena.
hey, little fella.
Oh no.
Come here a second. I got a couple of questions I'd like to ask you. If you're not busy, that is.
No, not busy. Not busy. What kind of questions?
Listen, I know that things around here are terrifying for you most of the time. How would you like it if I gave you the day off, so to speak? You know, made everything feel a bit better than the usual numbing routine. I mean, you're just one red cap among the how many here? I'm sure no one's going to notice you taking a day off, now are they?
You hear lots of herms and hms and.
These things are so sporadic.
Yeah.
Love it.
Are you tired of feeling smaller than everyone else?
This sounds like a commercial for something.
I know it does.
Are you tired of not having a break? Call 112 Moogie, and I'll give you a break.
Call 1-800-555-Moogie.
Moogie.
You don't feel like you're important enough around here, right?
No.
That's what I thought. Well, how about I make you feel important? Like you're the big man around here.
How?
He's gonna get down on one knee, hop up.
Scramble.
Why don't you stand a little taller than everyone else for a little while? Even Mad Maggie. I tower over her.
Oh. And you hear. I'm big!
There, that a boy.
On the
All
toilet.
right.
How dare
go
this?
ahead-
How dare
go
this be
ahead,
wholesome?
Let's go have you tower over my friends too.
How dare this be a wholesome thing, though?
Moogie being wholesome. Yes.
And Moogie being awesome, I love it.
I love this wholesomeness, and I hate
All right,
it.
everyone. I found ourselves a little friend.
Holden goes, oh, that's a.
Now that you feel bigger than everybody else,
Okay. Before you
Yes.
you finish that particular thought, everybody in the room, excluding the red cap because, well, he is taller than everybody. Roll me a perception.
Oh. I don't
Okay.
want to roll possession.
Are we all in the room? Is
Yes,
this in the?
we're all
Okay.
in the room.
Okay, Oldwin, roll your perception.
19 plus 8.
I rolled a 14 total.
Oh,
Okay,
no,
Oldwin,
that's
roll
I only rolled an
19
8.
plus 1. I got a dirty
Alright.
20.
Whoa.
Alright.
Okay, Oldwin rolled a, of course, a 14, but I'm about to see what Alex rolls because he has a lot higher of a number on his perception. Perception is a freaking that, and he got a 23.
Okay. Hang on.
So both Oldwin rolled a 14, and Alex rolled a funny.
Um. So, who got the dirty 20?
I did.
Okay.
Clink.
The rest of you don't notice this, but Clink does.
Alex rolls a 23.
Okay, and Alex. So
Yep.
Clink and Alex, both of you realize that there is no mage hand nor rags.
Wait. Alex is confused. And Alduin just like, Mage Hand, you're being probably kind of quiet. Mage Hand? Oh.
Internal sensors detect Mage Hand is not nearby.
21 and...
Also, I think we're missing someone else, Alex says. Wasn't there like a small
That is
kobold?
correct. A kobold is also absent.
So we're missing two
and
people.
so does Amelia and Aya. They both also notice. And Amelia goes, "Where did that kobold go?"
I'm right here.
No, wrong kobold.
Kobold.
We don't need to be worrying about them right now. The tournament's fixing to start, and we kind of need to get our edge in. So, first things first. Little guy, now that you feel bigger than everybody else, and you're clearly taller than everyone else,
Yes. Tall,
and
tall,
you're
tall,
riding
tall.
a beast who's stronger than everyone else,
Yes, strong. Yes.
why don't you tell us a little bit about how the tournament is supposed to end? You know, maybe tell us a little secret that no one knows about. We promise not to tell anyone. We'll keep it all to ourselves.
Well, rounds. Next round, there's going to be a bone naga and something called the hungry. Don't know what that is.
Alex is like,
Ooh,
excuse me?
juicy. So, tell me, what is this thing that is supposed to be rigged? That doesn't sound very fun.
Right. Don't know rigged. No.
Are you sure? I mean, a big man like you has to know something, right?
Mad Maggie, don't tell Red Caps everything. This one
Ah.
knows that this one knows about the people you're fighting. Mad Maggie told me that, but
Okay.
not anything else. Next fight, there's an Efreet, Efreeti.
Okay.
Just spelling that up for you. And Onis.
Cool.
Hmm.
And,
Do they have weaknesses that we need to worry about? Little guy, a big guy? How about those?
Loading.
Didn't.
Question that I'm just kind of sitting there going, oh crap.
Redcap.exe has stopped working. Please restart.
Please reboot.
Or no, like Red Hat Linux just crashed. Kernel panicked. That's actually a like a type of operating system. It's called Red Hat. There's
Oh,
also
yeah.
another one
Oh,
called
yeah,
Fedora.
that's right,
but-
it is. Yeah.
There's also another one called Fedora, but we don't talk about Fedora.
Yeah, it's the French Linux.
Yes.
Nagas,
Red Cap Linux.
Nagas don't have weaknesses.
Wait, what did he say?
Nagas.
Nagas don't have
What?
weaknesses.
Alex hearing that, he's like, I know that's probably not the same, but I still shiver at the thoughts.
His dad, what is dark humor? And the dad goes, "Well, son, you see that guy over there with no hands? Ask him to clap." The kid's like, "Dad, I can't see him at all. I'm blind." Exactly.
Oh God.
Oh, that was terrible.
Yes, it was. That was my brother.
Tell your brother he has very poor taste in puns. or jokes rather.
He got it off the internet and decided
Yeah,
to tell
I
me.
know.
We do that. We tell each other jokes that we find on the internet.
Also,
Anyway,
Meg,
back
tell
to the
your
game.
brother
Back
that,
to the
like,
game.
say hi to Twitch.
Anyway,
Continue.
the hungry also does not have any weaknesses. Him.
Hmm. That's interesting.
But you might be able to beat them. Yes, beat them. Yes.
Okay, and how would we do that? Just as an example, how would we do that?
Hit them hard, fast, lots of spells.
Hard
you
and
did-
fast.
Like you did yesterday.
Okay, I think we
Alright.
can do that, Alex says.
Oh yes, we can definitely do that.
Please.
Lilana, would you like to offer him something? Hmm?
Right before you answer, Leilana, we're going outside.
Stealth noise.
Yeah, with Mage Hand and Rags. Mage Hand. This time it's your turn to roll me some wonderful stealth checks.
It's mage hand time.
It's Mage Hand time. I love this.
Mage hand.
Okay, mage hand. You
Excuse
have
me?
a better roll than everyone else, really. Not everyone else, but you have a better roll than nothing. Roll good for me, boy. 16.
Yeah, she had a 28.
No bragging.
Actually, this is what happens. Mage Hand, you think you're doing a really good job of sneaking, and you are. But
And then it's just
Rags-
like where
Rags doesn't even make a sound.
mage
Swear.
thankfully floats, so mage
Yeah,
doesn't
it's-
make a noise either.
Yeah, but Rags does. You almost swear that Rags is also floating. She doesn't make
Are-
any sound.
How? Whatever. Not gonna ask questions.
Okay, so roll me the next stealth check.
Sneaking real good. A 16 again, real good.
That's a 30. Level 20 rogues, man. Just they're wonderful. So you have snuck up to one of the guards that's out on the outside of the
Arena.
the fighting pit, the arena, and you hear them talking. It sounds like you're coming in the middle of a conversation, and one guard says to the other, "Look, we've got some really great fighters down there. There's no way this group could take out all these fighters. I mean, we've plucked them from the best places. You know, just." They're not gonna hurt. They're not gonna destroy them. They're going to be destroyed, and one of them gets to stay with us. I mean, I've been looking at at those two kobolds. Those two look like snacks. Which you hear Rags kind of go, "Oh dear,"
Mage hand.
very quietly.
Mage hand's like, I just got a few things against people like that, aka. Wait, I can't crack my knuckles. I don't have another hand. Anyways, I
And
don't
then
know.
the other one starts speaking. But what if they do? I mean, you saw what they did yesterday. They completely destroyed that first round. I hope that Mad Maggie's insurance policy kicks in soon. You know, that's how we got the last group. She neglected to tell them a few rules when she talked to them, and they didn't read the fine print, as it were. And the first one goes, I'm sure Mad Maggie won't need to put in the insurance policy. Just be cool, dude. We're supposed to be staying here, making sure that no one, you know, we're supposed to be guarding. It's- So what do you two do? What do you do, Mage Hand? I know what Rags is doing.
Mage Hand is gonna look for anything like a window or something he can get through easily.
Well, you're kind of in the open here, so there's.
I imagine they're
no
hiding behind a
window.
barrel or something. So
Huh?
I imagine they're hiding behind a barrel or something.
Yeah, they're both hiding behind a barrel. Both
Like-
you and Rags.
Like Mage Hand tries to look for a hole or some sort of, like open window or something, because that's a building, and buildings need breathing.
Yeah, this is kind of an open air.
Well, it's a pit, so
It's a pit, so it's open air.
I get it now. So they can just kind of hop in, technically.
Yeah. So what are you doing?
Mage Hand may need to make a distraction to get past them easily. So Mage Hand's gonna grab a nearby rock. There's probably bound to be a rock or two on the ground.
There are.
And it's going to throw it into some round, somewhere where it'll ricochet around the corner or something.
Okay, so roll me a dexterity check.
Okay, what is Aldwin's dex? Luckily, I don't have to make another character sheet for this person. Dex. Okay, their dex isn't the best, but it's also not the worst dex in the world, so we'll just deal with it. We got an 8. It slips out of his fingies, and it's like, okay. I hope the ground is made of sand, because it won't make much of a noise then.
It's well, I mean, you were in Inverness, so yeah, it makes noise, and both guards go.
Well, it's a distraction. He just mutters to himself while quickly hiding behind the barrel.
Yeah. While you're doing that, Mage Hand,
Mm-hmm.
Frags rolled her stealth. You don't know where she is.
Damn it.
She has disappeared.
Mage Hand's gonna try and get out of there, aka with his rolling.
Okay.
Roll
me a stealth check.
Roll me stealth check. 17 this time.
Oh.
By the way, I keep rolling actually really low numbers if it wasn't for the plus.
Yeah, the one guard is completely oblivious. He rolled a 1. The other one is starting to come over to the barrel where you are, Mage Hand.
Well, Mage Hand is trying to sneak away from.
Mm-hmm. You're trying to sneak, but he's coming towards you.
He can also try and hide in the barrel if there's a hole.
Well, what are you doing? Are you sneaking away or hiding in the barrel?
He's gonna sneak away to the nearest object to hide behind.
Okay. So the other one is starting to come to where you used to be, and he thinks he sees something.
It's hard to see a little magic hand flying around.
It is, but he did roll good enough to see something.
Yeah. At least he didn't see a full person, or him
Yeah,
specifically.
That is true.
Man, just like, Jesus, that was close. Rags, where are you?
You don't know.
Damn it.
You have absolutely no idea.
Kobolds these days, they got no manners.
You don't know that. Going back inside where everybody else is with this red cap. Leilana?
Lana, do you want to give him anything to make him feel special and better than every other red cap here? Actually, Mookie, I believe I do want to give him something.
What is that?
Moogie's gonna pick him up on one hand and hold him eye level with Lilana.
No.
The last time I was in charge here, you did exemplary work.
Oh, yes.
Little though it was, because you're small, She's going to give him a peck on the cheek.
Damn.
Oh.
I am going to.
Charm person or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll persuasion to see how effective it is.
Okay.
Alright. Let us say 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay. Stop doing that. Sorry, I'm.
Numbers getting crisscrossed.
No. I was fiddling with my phone. So you said you rolled an 11?
Yep. How effective is it?
Effective. Because I rolled a disadvantage for him because of what you were doing. He. If a red cat could blush.
Aww.
Great. Why is this wholesome? I hate it.
Because sometimes wholesomeness gets you farther than meanness.
Yes.
And he blushes. Thank you.
How did
Are
the
you sure there's nothing you can tell us? Even the slightest little hint? Something maybe you overheard that you weren't supposed to hear? A little giggle.
funny thing?
And he looks at you, Leilana, and he goes, I heard the guards talking about an insurance policy. Don't know what that means.
Oh, that's interesting. That's something we definitely didn't know. Well,
Yes.
thank you so much for telling us. You're a best friend of us now,
Fun.
and we love you for it. Mookie, how about you take this one back outside and let him get back to work before certain individuals notice he's missing outside? I'd be glad to. He's gonna put him back up on his shoulder. Let's get this big guy back outside where he's the boss. How does the red cap react?
Like he's on top of the world right now.
I can just hear that. Whee!
Pretty much.
I mean,
pretty much.
he is on top of the underworld.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Thank you.
I didn't expect it, and I enjoyed it thoroughly.
I mean, hell is pretty much beneath them at this point.
Yeah. Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible. Why?
He's reaching new heights.
Oh god.
Damn.
His feet never even touch the ground.
Mhm.
Oh.
He's raised above the rest.
Oh. Why? Why?
Hey.
Taking a new
standing on
step
a
to a new life.
He may not be standing on a mountain, but he is on a mountain of a beast. The puns are real.
The buds are real with this one.
So, you put him back outside. Going back to the mage hand and rags. You have absolutely no idea where Rags is. What do you do?
Shit. Shoot.
He
Ah,
shits.
no. You can't. He's a hand.
I know, but still, it'd be funny if you
Yeah,
could.
I know.
Frightful.
What do you do?
Think.
You have absolutely no idea where she is.
Of course she abandoned me. Who cares about a
You don't
hand?
know that either.
Well, that's what he thinks.
That's true. That's what you think.
This guy is commonly the negative thinking one, so. Damn it. Gotta get out of here. Or I can keep going. Where are the guards? Like, how far are they from where they were guarding?
They have moved a total of maybe 15 feet from where they were. The one who has absolutely no idea where you are has moved in the opposite direction. But the
He's
one that
walking
was,
some places.
yeah, he's he's apparently not paying any attention. The one that was coming to you is looking around the barrel
Mhm.
and doesn't see anything, so you might have successfully gotten away. You're not sure.
He's gonna try and get into roughly where they were trying to guard.
Okay.
So, do that, mage hand, I believe. 34.
Jeez.
34. Damn.
Just
Yes.
disappears.
Watch as I make this mage hand disappear.
Um.
Sorry, I just had to do that.
Yep. So your mage hand, you are kind of where they were. You're what you see is you're overlooking the arena, which is where they were standing. And you're seeing the handlers of the people are moving the creatures kind of in position.
Oh, so this is like pre-planning stuff
Yeah, this is
happening.
pre-planning. This is what they're doing. They're you also see from where you are, people cleaning up the arena.
From the blood and the guts.
Pretty much. Roll me a perception.
Okay, what is his perception anyways?
I have absolutely no idea.
Okay. I got it. I'm feeling it. Got a 10. Shit.
Well, yeah.
It's not like an 8 or something at least.
Well, no, it's not.
I see something, but nothing of what I want. I don't go blind though.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
This is what happens when you don't have eyes.
Something ends up happening. You do see that.
Okay.
30. Okay. Mage hand, you see
Yeah.
this. You see an arrow streaking out from you don't know where, striking the guy that was coming after you. He drops dead.
Oh. Wow.
Wow.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
You have no idea where that arrow came out of.
I assume it's the person that abandoned me. So good job. Random thumbs up in a random direction, roughly to where the arrow came from.
Okay.
Anyway, sneaky times.
Roll me another. Okay, you've got a 30. What was your perception?
My perception roll was a funny 10.
Okay. All right.
I'm just rolling low today.
You're fine. You're doing fine.
You guys sure the bot's working?
Yeah. Okay. Mage hand, you feel a presence by you.
Where? Who?
Next to you.
He just looks.
There's Rags.
Where were you?
Scouting. And it looked like you were in trouble, so I took care of that
Thank you, but look at this. At least we see what's going on.
one. Oh, it looks like they're doing pre stuff. That
Yes.
doesn't get us anywhere close to this insurance
Yeah,
thing.
I know it doesn't help, but looks over to where Mad Maggie sits. I'm gonna dick with it. He says while slowly floating over there.
You want me to keep lookout to make sure that you don't get caught?
Yes, and also make sure to just try and see what they're trying to house in there so we have a better idea what we're facing against, I guess.
Yeah. Go over there and come straight back here after you finish fucking with that.
Yes, I will, he says while floating over to Mag Maggie's chair.
So what are you doing to the chair?
He's
Does
going.
It
Yeah.
doesn't take you very long because where you ended up, her chair is from where you were about 30 feet away from you.
What he's gonna do, just to dick with her and put a smile on my baby face, is he's gonna make it so, it's unstable, so when it's sat upon, it falls.
Falls forward or falls backwards?
Forward
It
into
could be
the
right-
arena.
Yeah, it could be hilarious
Ooh.
if I can manage that.
Okay.
So
you're
he,
gonna make it fall forward?
yeah, he uses probably a small, marble-sized acid splashes to mess with the screws.
Okay.
So after a bit of dicking with that,
Okay. And now as you're digging with this, you do see them putting in their an Afridi, 2 Oni.
I don't know what those look like or what they are. So
An Afridi is I'm assuming
It's like a
is
Fire-based. It's technically a type of gin, I think, but
yeah.
Genasi.
And the Onis, I think, are don't know what they are.
big angry boy.
Onis are orcish demons.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's what I would assume.
And then you also seen Ultra Loth.
Oh, I don't know what it is.
What about the bone knob?
It's a type of fiend.
That has already been put in its place.
What is a? Even is that?
The last thing that I just said.
The bone naga thing.
It's a
Undead Naga, basically. It's what I'm assuming, but I could be wrong.
It's
Should I be concerned?
yes, you should be, but you don't see it. That's what I'm trying to get.
He's just like, I assume that door over there is where it is because it's the only one that's closed and locked.
Yeah. Yep.
At least I know what direction it's coming from.
You do.
That's cool. Anyways, I'm done with the chair.
The Ultraloth
Mhm.
is a fiend.
If I'm not incorrect, the Ultraloth is supposed to be a fiend that's from the 3rd level,
Yep.
and they aren't exactly nice to anything.
Well, yes. They aren't, but you guys don't know that yet. This is what the Mage Hand and Rags both see this.
Yeah.
And Mage Hand, you kind of hear the oh no from
After
Rags.
Mage Hand is done dicking with the chair, he flies back and says, "What? I'm done with the chair, by the way."
That's fine. Let's get back to them so that we can report.
Well, I really, really want to know what that last creature looks like, but
Let's just say it's a fiend. I could see it.
okay, let's get going then. Fine. He just says reluctantly.
And you and Rags make one more stealth check.
Okay. This is strangely fun. You get the stealth mission with Vex, and then you get a nice stealth mission with Mr. Hand over here. The Hand.
It made sense.
27.
Okay. Hers was a 19, but that's fine. You do it. Both of you are quietly sneaking back.
Finally, you rolled something lower than freaking, 20 or 30.
I rolled a 2. Keep in mind, Rags at level 20 has a 17 plus 17 in stealth.
Yes. I keep rolling really low too, so anyways, yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
So you two make it back into the
Into where everyone else is.
where everybody else is.
Okay, we're back! Just the hands.
Everybody,
guys.
yeah. Well, everybody roll me perception.
That is a
Ugh.
10 from Clink. He's busy
That's
like
gotta.
That is a solid 15 total for me. For Leilana.
For just Leilana?
Yeah, you pull up
Because I'm
Moogie's
assuming
thing.
Moogie at this point has also come back.
That's
Yeah.
gotta 5.
Wow. Both of those characters. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Alex and Aldo need a roll. Fine.
okay. That is a solid total 17 for Moogie.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
wait. He needs to roll too. That, I think, a 25, Jesus.
Nice.
And then what is Alex rolling? Yeah?
So most everybody notices that the Mage Hand and Rex has come back. Amelia gets up, does another tackle hug.
And, oh, okay.
You
And then
had to
Alex
be
roll.
worried. From Amelia
Oh,
and Rex.
Alden's like, Hand, where'd you go?
And underneath Amelia, you hear a muffled. It was necessary. We know what else is going to be in that pen, and we heard some information. Oh, get off of me! You're heavy.
Well, I hope that information is concurrent with the information we learned.
What did you
Well-
learn? Get off of me, Amelia! And Amelia just said, "Oh, sorry." Skipped on.
Well, according to our little red cap friend that we managed to charm,
You managed to charm a red cap. As I said,
Oh,
you're an
trust
unlikely
me.
dove.
it was very easy after what I did.
You didn't
That's
care.
besides the point. Well, no, I didn't terrify him. I did something a little bit unexpected for someone of my size.
Alex is like, he like, that was wholesome and I don't like it. Alden is like, I didn't expect he could even muster to
Apparently, Mad Maggie has an insurance policy on this rigging of hers.
Mage Hand's like, oh yeah, we heard that.
Yeah, we heard that, didn't we?
Yeah.
We heard
It-
that from the guards.
yeah.
And apparently, it's going to be happening this round, from what we've gathered.
Oh, Wonder 3.
We also know what the creatures we're facing against are. Mage Hand.
Oh,
Oh.
do tell.
Some of them, yes.
Most of them, yeah, I've seen most of them. One thing I don't really know much about.
Clink
Oh, no.
slowly stands up at the sound of this and says, "Thankfully, during our previous encounter in the arena, I managed to capture a 3D rendering of the arena. Maybe
Good for you.
placing a strategy, creating our own battle strategy ahead of time may be more sufficient." And he projects with it, like one of his head things, like this magical kind of like 3D rotating, slowly like model of the
Amazing.
arena.
Mage Hand floats over and points to pretty much where every creature's coming from. At least what he's seeing.
According to the red cap, we're going to be facing off against a creature called a Bone Naga as well.
I
and a
don't know what
fiend.
that is. The Mage Hand says I don't know what that is, but I think it was in this one because all the rest of the creatures weren't in doors yet, but there was one door moving a lot, so I assume it's
So we have a Bone Naga, a fiend, and whatever else that you all saw. This does not look pretty.
yeah,
No.
it
And
doesn't.
if my suspicions are correct, based on what you heard and what we know, things are about to get messy in all the wrong ways. We need a good enough strategy to handle this, and I suspect that Leilana over there has been planning something the entire time because she hasn't said much.
Mage Hand is
And
like, yeah, that's all.
Amelia just kind of looks up at Leilana. And then it also notices the lovely staff in your hand. By the way, it's been an hour, so you're
Cool.
now attuned to said staff.
Nice. But Mage Hand is also like. Also, I did a little thing. You can ask Rags what I did, but I did something. I'm not gonna say much of
Oh
anything.
yes, he went and messed
No,
with
no, no, no!
me.
Don't let Maggie hear. She's around. The hand just says,
Oh right.
"It's gonna be a surprise."
If anything, whatever you've done, what we've learned now, this moment in time, this next little combat phase of hers, we make our moves one at a time. We need some kind of signal that she's going to assume is just us being flashy and flaunty. So, let's discuss this.
Also, the hand gets really close. Who's gonna be sitting next to Mad Maggie this time?
This time it's
Don't
going to
know
be Leilana.
Okay.
Well, we don't know yet.
Well, the
He
hand,
hasn't come in and
Yeah.
said who's going to be sitting next to her.
That's true.
the hand
You're
is
making
just.
the assumption that it's
Yeah.
Leilana.
Well, that's the way Moogie's seeing it, though. Is
Yeah. Well, the hand.
first round was him sitting next to her, so obviously he's going to assume that Leilana's next to stand next to her.
The hand practically says it to everyone, but in a really quiet voice, so Mad Maggie couldn't hear unless she freaking like had a tunnel. She popped out the middle of this little like. It's like, okay, everyone get
She
really close to me.
vents.
She vents, but no.
Me.
But the hand's like, okay, whoever sits next to Mad Maggie, that I assume is you, points at Leilana. If you see the chair tilting in any direction, like forward, make sure to help it get a oomph if it starts moving, okay?
I'm not going to ask why, but I like that idea. And she's going to give this evil, like, wretched grin on her face.
You could tell if the hand had a face, the hand would be also giving a very similar look.
Like, she has this almost snarl-like toothy grin on her
It's like
face.
Leilana has a feeling of what the hand did, and
Oh, it's a feeling. She doesn't know exactly what it is, but she has a feeling that you borked something.
of course the hand did.
Yeah.
The most devious of all of us. Well, Leilana and the hand are somehow very devious.
And Clink says, I have an idea for a signal. It is a spell
Do
that
tell.
I have learned called Tassara's Hideous Laughter. Maybe laughing at the enemy during a certain part of the battle may be our cue.
That sounds perfect to me.
Alduin's like, wait, what are they
Laughter.
settling for again? I kind of was more
Tassara's
concerned.
Hideous Laughter. It's
No, I
one of my
mean,
spells.
why are we signaling?
Oh, why are we... What?
Why are we signaling?
To the rest of the team to make our move. 'Cause
Here's
not
the
everyone-
thing. We're going to be making our moves individually this next battle. The laughter will be our signal for each one to make their move. So when Clink happens to make that laugh, if he's in the next fight, the person who's in charge of making the next move will make their move. Each time he laughs, it's one after the other. That'll be our current signal.
So what are
So-
we doing in each of these moves, though? Alex just kind of says.
We're going to each be going through and taking something out that makes the battle more difficult for the opposing team.
Well,
The less they do against us, the better.
Okay, so we're trying to pace ourselves, basically.
Pace and sabotage. That's the plan.
Okay, I got a couple of tricks that I can pull out.
Alex doesn't really say much about what his plan is, but I forgot who, but I know there's like one or two people that know.
It's Vess and Aya that know.
Yeah, like you two know, and you could say something to the party about it, or you can remain silent about it.
Aya,
Alright.
Aya has been strangely quiet.
Clink kind of
That's
looks
what-
over to Aya and says, any suggestions? As he points to the rotating hologram.
It just depends on who is sitting with Maggie. I mean, it could be any one of us who's sitting out, or multiple of us that's sitting out.
It's gonna be problematic. I'm limited in what I can do when I'm sitting out, and even the stuff that I can do from a distance is pretty obvious.
Alex says,
Well,
just,
that's the thing. If the situation requires it, we change up. But regardless of what happens, if the
Oh.
laugh if the laughter is triggered at any given time, regardless of where you're standing, if you're in the ring or if you're standing next to Mad Maggie, try to make your move. If you can't, just give an exasperated sigh so that we can see it and we'll know that you can't make your move. The next person will make theirs.
Alex it's just if I'm sitting down, I'm not sure if I can really take advantage of what I'm planning to do. I guess since we're looking at
That's okay, Alex. That's okay.
Just depends on who Mad Maggie has sitting out. The only reason why she had Moogie sitting out last time is Moogie arrived late.
That's true. But if we're all there at the exact same time, it's going to make everything easier. And that's what I plan on having us do. We all be there at the same time. This will make our movements more fluid, and she won't know what hit her when it's too late. So, Mage Hand, you've already clearly made your move. You've done something to something of Maggie somewhere. And we've learned that everything is rigged. She has an insurance policy. So, that gives us a slight advantage over her. She does not know that we know this, meaning that we have the upper hand, though little it is. Now, Leilana, you've been quiet. What are you thinking? Well, Moogie, I have a little insurance policy of my own. And Mad Maggie's not going to be happy when she finds out what it is. I don't like that look in your eye.
I don't
that's
like
me.
that look in her eye, says Rags. That Rags has actually gotten standing up.
Is anybody in the door? Clink, have a look, will you?
He goes and looks at the door. Do I need to roll for anything or no?
Yeah, roll me a
Perception?
perception check. Yep.
17 plus, what is my perception? Hold on. Perception. That is an 18.
Okay.
Give me a second, guys.
For right now, you don't see anybody.
Clink raises a metallic thumb and says,
See what's happening?
"The
What's happening?
coast is clear."
Alex is like, if you want,
Leilana is going to fold her collar down and move her hair to the side so everyone can see what's on the back of her neck.
Alex is like, what is?
Everyone can see the humongous, deep dragon scratch.
Alex just says,
Still-
whoa.
That is still red.
Hmm.
Oddly
Alex
enough, it's not bleeding. It's red, but it's not bleeding.
Alex just goes, whoa. What happened? Do you need
This
help?
is my insurance policy.
I might have some ointment for that.
Don't. It's
Okay.
not necessary.
Okay. All right.
When the
cool.
deed is done, it'll vanish.
Leilani, you hear this in your head. You have a nice assortment of friends.
Thank you, Tiamat.
Oh. Oh.
you
While
say
you're
that out loud.
Yeah, she said it out loud.
okay.
Whispering it, but she said it out loud.
But
Oh. Best like sneak forward and say, "Tell her I'm working on it."
No.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but
Oh, she'll know. She'll know.
I'm sure she can see you, whatever you've done with her.
Alex has
Regardless.
the most.
This
Alex
is my insurance policy. She's gonna shake her head and move her hair back and fold her collar back up. Now, are we ready to get moving? Because the match starts soon.
Yes, let's get going.
Acknowledge.
There we go then.
The hologram disappears.
This is what you get. This is what you get. You kind of get the feeling that Mad Maggie's gonna come back here and tell you who's fighting and who's sitting with her. So maybe not moving out is such a good idea.
Oh no, we're just gonna separate and kind of move about the room.
Or we're just gonna wait.
Yeah, we're just gonna wait.
Alright.
Everyone has your jobs to do. Let's make sure we do this flawlessly. If you can't do it flawlessly, do it somewhat okay.
Okay.
She's gonna look right at Alduin because she
Yeah.
knows he's clumsy.
Don't put pressure on me.
Don't worry, I'm sure you'll be all right. After all, Mad Maggie's taken an interest in you lately.
Ugh, he just shivers because he remembers what he's
Sure
seen.
have.
He just remembered what he's seen in the library, and also why he did destroy it all with some acid. Just like, no, I don't want to.
Now, let's sit casually like nothing's wrong.
Okay.
And Aya, sweetheart,
Yes.
I would like to talk to a certain someone if you have time.
Oh, right.
And since you're the only one here who has a strong connection to her,
Strong connection?
Lady Mary, sweetheart. Lady Mary.
I'm not the only one that has a connection with Lady Mary.
I know, but your
And she-
connection to her is stronger than me.
She points to Rags and Amelia.
I'm
Anything
not
else?
certain that Rags wants me in her head right now.
And Rags just kind of eyes open, his saucers and goes, no.
Exactly. My thoughts exactly.
No, and did I mention no?
Alex is just so confused. He's like, I don't understand.
You don't need to. This is between us.
Well, okay, I'm just gonna. He just says we're looking to the crystal and just kind of talking to it, I guess. Whatever you say to a floating crystal.
So, let's have a quick chat with her before things begin.
Well, if she
I
gets
have
in it,
an idea that I want to run by her, and if she thinks it's worth it, then we're gonna try.
Right. This old one just old just leaning next to the, like, just sitting next to the door is like, with any luck, she won't appear at all. That's her cue, I guess.
You don't know.
I was hoping that'd be so comedic and funny.
All right, Aya, take my hands, please.
Okay. Takes the hands.
Let's call up Lady Mary.
It's a phone.
You don't know this. Okay. So, what do you want to have happen?
This would be inside of Aya's mind space, since she's got a greater connection to Lady Mary than
Okay.
Lolana does.
So you two are now in the mind space. There is that door that Leilana, you know very well what that door is.
Shall we go inside?
Well, yeah.
Or should we knock first, just to be on the safe side?
It's up to you whether we knock or not. You hear a muffled yes.
May we come in, Lady Mary?
Sure. You open the door. Fair.
What do we see? What do we see in there? Because obviously she sounds tired.
Well, what you would normally see, you see the pillars. You see yeah, you see the pillars. You see the doors. You see her sitting on the chair, and it looks like she's doing this.
I can't see your... What?
She's leaning on one elbow.
She's leaning
Hold
on one elbow, underneath her glasses, kind of.
Alright,
going
give me
through-
1 second. I gotta go take care of something for Mother real quick.
Okay.
Mother.
Mother.
We haven't even got to the fight yet.
No, we haven't. It looks like we're going to have to have another episode.
Jesus. Jesus.
It's been pretty fun though.
I'm gonna take Jesus Cheez-Its. then die. What happens when you take Jesus's Cheez-Its? Want to know?
And we have about 30 minutes.
All I hear is the Sonic drowning music sound.
Now I've got that in my head.
Dun, 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 dun. That's a scary noise.
It is.
You're trapped underwater. Just like, what? I'm dying. I have no liquid in my mouth. Like my mouth is too dry, so I can't make the funny noise. I'm gonna go get a drink because my mouth is not very.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm be back.
Alright.
This kitty.
Oh, the cutest floof.
Got low.
Hmm.
You guys are just making it easier for my character to, or this game to,
Go on.
I'm enjoying it, so I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks, we've got to wait for people to come back.
In the meantime,
Dancing cat.
Yes, I'm a kitty cat. Meow 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 meow. Yes, I'm a kitty cat. Meow 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 meow. Sorry.
it's cool. I'd make him dance, but he's like already got his claws in my shirt, so I can't really move much more.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Kitty. There's my kitty. I see my cat. Cat, what are you doing? Are you
Aha.
cleaning yourself?
So we now have it all the way. We're just waiting on a Moogie.
Okay, sorry about that.
Oh, cool.
It's fine.
Speaking of the man.
So you see, Lady Mary. She looks like she has a headache from hell.
Oh, literally.
Which,
Wait,
yeah,
wait.
yeah.
And so you walk in, and she looks up. Oh, I wasn't expecting you here so soon. What is
I'm
it?
sorry to intrude, but we have a problem.
You always have a problem. Remember, I cannot directly help you guys. I can watch you.
I know, but you can indirectly interfere, can't you?
It depends on what you want me to indirectly interfere with.
Do you remember an individual with the name of Tiamat?
I think she prefers it called Tiamat, but yes.
Well, she's my old boss.
Oh, that makes sense.
And she's not happy that I'm back.
That also makes sense.
And the thing I wanted to talk to you about before we begin our next trebuchet of arena dancing, I wanted to run an idea by you, and perhaps maybe you could, I don't know, have a little talk with someone on the outside? Make things a little harder for dear sweet Mad Maggie?
What do you want?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe have a big old huge meteor strike Fort Knucklebone, blowing a hole in the side of it.
What?
I do not control that.
But you know the one who does, don't you?
And why do you want to destroy Fort Knucklebone?
Because if Fort Knucklebone is destroyed on Maggie's watch, even partly, it'll make Tiamat even more angry at her, forcing her to intervene even more so.
Right.
And I don't think she can hear or see us in here since this is your mind space. And although I bear her mark at the moment,
You what?
I'm currently borrowing her mark.
Aha.
Just for one-time use only.
All right.
So if you can contact someone who can throw meteors at Fort Knucklebone, if it gets destroyed even a little bit on Mad Maggie's watch, Tiamat will be ever so furious with her, making our little soiree easier to walk away from. And you'd
Right.
be indirectly interfering since you're not the one throwing the meteors. So, win-win?
Roll me a persuasion.
I knew you were gonna do that. Okay,
You're
would
persuading.
Aya also have to roll persuasion?
No, Aya has just come into the room. She doesn't have to roll anything. It's. Let me say this: Leilana's trying to persuade Lady Mary to ask another god to throw a fireball at Fort Knucklebone.
That's a 12. I rolled a bad roll. Wait, oh, hold on. You said persuasion. Oh my god, I'm a dum-dum. Hang, I counted that as a perception roll.
Wow, you didn't perceive a thing!
Let me re-roll.
Including your own character sheet.
Yeah, I didn't see my character sheet at all. Let me re-roll that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you, Dice. I love you. So for persuasion, which is a +4, not a +5, that is a 20, 21, 22, 23.
Okay.
Wow, I'm bad at this.
So you got a 23?
Total, yeah.
Okay. She looks at you and she goes, "It may not be a meteor that hits Fort Knucklebone."
Regardless of what it is. Meteor, giant fireball, beam of ungodly light, as long as Fort Knucklebone suffers significant damage while it's under her control. Because Tiamat's already said she doesn't want to lose Fort Knucklebone to anyone, including Mad Maggie. So, in that regard, if it gets destroyed even partly on her watch, it's not going to be in her favor anymore. Who's typing?
Nothing. Secrets.
Secrets! Secrets, little Jimmy, secrets. Furious typing.
Something like that.
It's like it's typing like to the fire and flames like Dragon Force, but on keyboard. Key figures flying across the keyboard.
Damn.
Alright. Hey, Mag, and the team and I'll have to talk to you about something later when we're done.
All right.
Yep. Thank you. Oh Lord.
Alright.
So, Lady Mary just kind of looks at you, Leilana. Did you enjoy your gift?
Actually, yes, I did enjoy my gift. I still have it with me even now. Thank you.
I see that. I did promise you a staff. I'm sorry it took so long getting it to you. I had
Oh, I had a feeling you were prettying things up for it. No problem.
Well,
I can
that and the fact
imagine
that I've
just,
been
like-
shuttling. Well, that and the fact that I've been shuttling back rags there between two different realities.
That explains why you're so exhausted.
Yeah, I'm also falling asleep in my soup, as it were. Now, this better go off.
Oh, trust me. We have a plan to set everything up. Even if we don't get everything exactly as we wanted, things are still going to go south for Mad Maggie.
Right. Now, I think you two better get back into your own bodies before
Yes,
someone comes in and sees at least two people looking at each other weirdly.
of course. Aya, shall we go?
And Aya nods. And
All right then.
you two leave, and just as you're leaving, you hear Lady Bird going, "Why did I agree to watch over this group? This is like the third group that I've had to watch over. Why? Why? Oh my gosh! Now I've got to go get some extra strength Tylenol and some Naprox. Words that Leilana has never heard before. Not any one of those words.
Ooh.
As Lady Mary just gets up and goes to like a cupboard or
Like
something.
yeah, like she gets up. And this is what you see right before the door closes. You see her get up and she kind of walks to yet another door that's mysteriously disappeared, and it says bathroom. She kind of walks through it.
Wee.
And that's what you see just before the door closes.
All right. We have our plan. Let's get to it.
Right.
Time for
They leave the mind space.
So they
Wow.
leave the mind space.
When you guys get out of it, just the crystal's really close to your guys' face for some reason. It's like, what are you doing?
Excuse me. Shove.
You did that, not Aya.
You shove the crystal slightly, and it just kind of stares at you, and just a crystal hand pops out and gives you a tiny shove. Nothing powerful, just
Have personal space much?
goes back to him, Alex.
I
Sorry,
can
I don't
imagine
think
just
crystal
looking
knows
at the
what
crystal
it
at
is.
6 feet, please.
6 feet.
6 feet. 6 feet. Make sure you have a mask on.
I don't think crystals wear masks.
Well, we are in a pandemic, so that's.
Might have just wrapped the crystal up all the way because it doesn't have a mouth. You just have to wrap it all.
Just throw a blanket over it.
It's a ghost now.
Yep.
Alright, everyone ready?
And
Yeah, I
just
think
at
so.
that moment,
Wait, just the old one's like, okay, she hasn't came at all. She hasn't came here yet, so there's no way she could be here now.
as soon as those words come out of your mouth, Alderman, in walks Mad Maggie.
Oh! His hand is like, you should just keep her mouth shut. Ah! Why?
Ah, Mad Maggie. Was wondering when he was going to show up. We're ready when you are.
I was getting things ready.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Shall we begin?
As she looks at the lot of you, and she says, I know which ones are going to be sitting with me while the rest of them fight.
Oh, excellent. We were wondering about that.
That will be you, and 2 points to Amelia. Amelia nods, going, yeah. It kind of does the, yeah, I kind of figured that, because I'm not going to be able to. Out of everybody, Amelia's the one that Mad Maggie doesn't want there the least. Just hates.
That's perfectly acceptable. And who is your second choice?
Oh, who said I had only 2 choices, my dear? You are my second choice.
Excellent. I can't wait. And who is your third?
If there's any third.
She takes a look at the rest of you. She looks at Clint.
Uh-oh.
That is understandable.
Hmm.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Everyone, if you'll go with Mad Maggie, we'll get to the pit and be ready.
Roll me a deception.
Okay.
Please be good. Please be good. Please be good. Please be good.
Oh, my deception is good.
Yes, it is. Unfortunately.
That is a 29.
Yeah, hang on. And that's 17. She
Even your
completely
own
believes
team.
you. Yeah, she completely believes you.
Even your own team is like, wow, that was pretty smooth. Like they
Uh-huh.
believe you, even if they
Even
know.
they believe you.
Places, everyone. We have a show to put on.
Places.
Alex just like, okay. I like how
Alright.
Maggie didn't acknowledge Alex's
So-
new rifle.
So this is what's gonna happen. Amelia, Leilana, and Clink are out of this fight.
Mm-hmm.
Who's in this fight is Moogie, Alduin, Alex, Vess, and Rags.
All right, you heard the lady. Let's get to our places and get this show rolling.
Rolling.
Yeah, roll it. Anyways, Alex is like, okay. He pulls out a magazine or a mag or whatever and shoves it into the gun like. This is such a better gun already, he says. No more winding it up.
Okay, so I am going to write down who's in the pit or in the arena. So that's Moogie, Alex, Alduin. You have noticed, Alduin and Alex, that this is the second time you've been in this pit. You haven't exactly been taken out of it.
Alex and Alden look to each other. Okay. The hand's like, okay, I'm ready. Let's go. You haven't done anything last round. Yeah, this time I'm doing something. The freaking hand says, while pulling out the freaking fencing sword. Hey, that's mine. No longer it is. It's mine.
All right, regardless, let's go. We have a show to put on.
You do indeed. And that we're gonna end it early because I had to.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, I also have things that I have to go take care of early as well.
Alright.
This upsets me greatly. I don't like these
Sorry.
cliffhangers. They hurt me in a molecular level.
Cliffhangers are fun.
May I sign us off?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Leilana and Moogie speaking. We thank you guys for coming to this particular stream, as quirky and as funny as it was and is.
We didn't even get to the actual fight, which is what I thought we were doing.
Yes.
Ladies and
It's
gentlemen, we
sad
didn't
to
even
say.
make it 3 feet down the hallway.
We're still at about a foot and a half, maybe foot and a half, 3 inches. But do join us next time for Realms of Eternal Essence when we go into a flurry of battle and blood and potential death. Thank you all wonderfully for coming tonight, and we hope you all have a lovely evening. This is the Realms of Eternal Essence band signing off for this afternoon.
And remember, be empowered to play.